Hey Tigers, I'm Abby Stark and welcome back to KTGR, your one-stop shop for school news.
This is KTGR.
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 Just a few reminders as we jump into the spring semester. Make sure you do not open the door for anyone wanting to enter the school. All visitors must enter through the attendance office. Do not leave campus without checking out with attendants either. You can wear your hats and hoods outside, but inside the building, make sure they are off. Let's help our hardworking custodians by keeping our cafeteria and restrooms clean. And be sure to tell an administrator if you see any vandalism, loitering, or vaping in restrooms. Vaping is a very serious offense, and violators of this rule will be sent to DAEP. One last reminder, be sure to wear your IDs. Here's a word from some teachers about the importance of IDs.
Stop. Where's your badge?
I don't have it.
Okay, why do you think it's important for kids to wear their IDs?
Well, obviously to identify them, huh? That's why it's an ID.
And what would you do personally if you saw a student without an ID?
Launch them into space, where they belong.
I'm here with George. Okay, Ms. Cochran, why do you think students should wear their IDs?
Well, I think they should wear their ID because it's important that we can identify them on campus and it keeps them safe.
Okay, and what would you do personally if you saw a student not wearing an ID?
Well, I like to call them out and say things like, "Hey, Abby Stark, where's your ID? How am I supposed to know who you are?" Even though I obviously do know who you are.
What's wrong with this picture? Okay, Ms. Goff, why do you think it's important that kids wear their IDs?
It's important that kids wear IDs because we need to know who you are, and if there's an emergency, we need to know that you go to the school.
And what would you do personally if you saw a student without an ID on?
I would shoot them with a ray gun.
Awesome. What would you do if you saw a student without an ID on? That is so true. She spoke facts.
Hold on. No cameras yet. Oh, sorry.
Mr. Cody, why do you think it's important that kids wear their IDs?
Well, we got to know, who everyone is, and we got to make sure the people in this school are supposed to be in this school. So.
And what would you do personally if you saw a student without an ID?
I'd probably trip them, and then when they hit the ground, maybe kick them a few times.
Okay.
I think it's important just for safety reasons so that we can identify students in the building.
And what would you do personally if you saw a student not wearing an ID?
They would get 400 demerits.
Notice how there's not an ID.
Yeah, notice how there's not an ID.
I took it off because I'm technically.
So Taylor's going to prison.
So I don't know who goofball XYZ is. So sure, it's a safety issue, but there's also this idea of, at the end of the day, being compliant on small things makes you, and this doesn't really matter, but at the end of the day, being compliant on small things makes us compliant on big things so we're not ending up in jail because we couldn't follow a basic rule.
Okay, and what would you do personally if you saw a kid without an ID on?
Hey! That's what I'd do right there.
Okay, thank you.
There are some exciting things coming up here in Tigerland. Over the past couple of months, our choir has been working very hard on their musical, The Lightning Thief. Tickets are selling fast, so be sure to catch a show if you can by scanning the QR code on screen. The show dates this year are the 11th, 12th, and 13th of January, and the show is held in our very own Tiger Auditorium. The annual Brazos Valley Freedom March is coming up on January 15th at 10 a.m. Show up to hear Reverend Donnie Nelson speak and to march for freedom. Lady Tiger Softball is having tryouts on January 12th at 4 p.m. To try out, you must have a current physical uploaded into your Rank 1 account. If sports aren't your thing, that's okay, because there are tons of other clubs and organizations available. If you are in one of these clubs, please scan this and fill out the form so we can spread the word about all of the clubs here at Consol. If you are interested in science, technology, engineering, art, or math, the STEAM Club here at Consol combines all of those and is looking for students interested. They meet every Monday at 4 in room 2205. For those more into game strategy, Chess Club has meetings every Tuesday. Go to room 2206 after school to play some chess. Everyone is welcome to come each Friday to FCA. Snacks will be provided. They meet at 7:45 in the lecture hall. Just make sure to let the administrators at the door know where you're headed. If you are interested in the Gay Straight Alliance, meetings are every other Wednesday after school in Miss Patton's room 1327. They have snacks, good conversation, and a safe space for everyone. The first meeting of this year is on January 10th. As registration is coming up, be sure to be asking your counselors about classes to take next year. One pretty cool class is called AVP. Here's what you'd be signing up for.
Welcome to A&M Consolidated Audio Video Production, your one-way ticket to movie making. This class includes detailed programs about how to produce videos that meet cinema-level expectations, such as hype videos, to news, to movies meant on the big screen. Students have access to professional-grade equipment, to 4K level quality cameras, to the best software on the market. It ensures that students have the means to create. Your creative career starts here.
Finally, we really want to focus on school spirit this semester. Every Thursday is Maroon Out. Be sure to show your school spirit by wearing maroon. Don't forget to grab some Tiger merch and snacks at our school store, the Tiger Cage. They are open now during lunch. Here's a word from Coach Schmidt about the Tiger core values.
Good morning, Tiger Nation. This 6 weeks, our Tiger core value that we're going to focus on is going to be expect excellence. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle said that choice, not chance, determines excellence. You have an opportunity every day to be excellent in everything that you do, the choices that you make. Are you going to be on time? Are you going to give 100% effort in class? Are you going to dress for success? It's your option every day on whether or not you want to be excellent. Aristotle also said, excellence is a habit, not an act. So make excellence a habit every day. Thank you.
That's all for today. We will see you next time on KTGR.
This is 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 KTGR.